Hi Rob, thank you for submitting your videos to fixyourgame.com. This is PGA professional Brant Casbaum speaking, and let's get right into the analysis. I see three things in your golf swing that I'd like to talk to you about today. Two of these are pre-swing or setup fundamentals, and one of them is in the swing. And we're going to start here in the top right-hand corner of your screen with the talking about the grip. The golf club should be gripped in the fingers of the hand and not the palm of your hand. And looking at your grip here, it looks as if you've got the club gripped in the palms of your hand and not in the fingers. If you look down at your hand on the club, there's a V that's made by the thumb and forefinger, and this V should point up to your right shoulder. Whereas if I look closely here, I can see this V here is pointed up in this direction, more towards your left shoulder. And the same is true on your right hand. This V is pointed up in this direction, whereas they should be pointed up in this direction. So that means you need to rotate your hands to the right on the golf club, get the club gripped more in the fingers and not the palm of your hand. So this V's, or the V's on both of your hands, point in this direction. What this does is allows for maximum flexibility in your wrists and forearms, which not only maximizes the club head speed, but also helps to square the club at impact. Gripping the club in the palm of your hand limits your flexibility, so therefore it limits your release, which typically causes the club face to be open, and is the leading contributor to a slice, or a ball that curves from left to right. So looking at your grip, I would say that you tend to slice the ball more than any other type of ball flight. Secondly, we're going to move over here to the video on the left-hand side of your screen, and we're going to talk about your alignment. Ideally, all of these lines should look like railroad tracks, and they should be pointed in the same direction. They shall be parallel to each other, pointed at your target line. Your club is pointed in this direction, your feet and knees are pointed in a slightly different direction. Not overly dramatic, but still in a slightly different direction nonetheless. But up here, your shoulders are pointed dramatically to the left, meaning your shoulders are wide open at address. This is another symptom of a slice. People often tend to aim farther and farther to the left the more and more they slice the ball, and that only encourages a bigger slice rather than helping to correct it. So we need to feel that your shoulders are more square to your target. Your left arm should be more in front of your body and not over here at the side. If we look down below here in an example video, this is yours truly swinging the driver a couple of weeks ago. You can see that my left arm, especially my left elbow, is more in front of my belly button. Whereas up here on the video just above, you see your left arm is more at your side. So by pulling that left arm more in front of your body, in front of your belly button, that'll help to square your shoulders at the address position. Now we're going to go back up here to the top right, and we're going to talk about an in-swing fundamental. So I'm going to draw a line here, and we're going to talk about how we want to swing the club back and through, keeping our lower body very stable. If I draw a line here from just outside of your right foot straight up, we'll want to keep that line, or keep our body inside of that line or towards our target. We want to keep our lower body as stable as possible. That's our foundation, or a platform for our swing. And any movement or sway leads to a huge degree of inconsistency in the swing. And as we move the club forward, you can see that you slide your hips back away from your target as you swing the club back, and then they slide through towards your target as you swing the club through. This slide move leads to a huge degree of timing in the golf swing, and leads to a huge degree of inconsistency, because one swing you might slide a little more than the next, or a little more than the last swing. So one time you might top the ball, or hit it fat, or hit it thin, and that's due in large part to this slide move, because it's almost impossible to time that exactly the same every time. As we look down here in this example video, I drew this line, and as you see, if we move the swing forward, as I get to the top of the swing, you see I haven't slid my hips at all. I've rotated my torso here over a stable lower body. And that's ideally what we want to do up above here. We want to rotate our torso, and you do have a good shoulder turn, but we've got a big slide to your right as you swing the club back. So we want to really focus on keeping your lower body stable and feeling your upper body rotate around a stable lower body. You can see that my back leg has remained stable throughout as I swung the club back. That back leg has hardly moved at all. So those are the three things that I'd like to, again, refresh here before we end the video. Number one is the grip, and we want to see both hands gripped, or the club gripped in the fingers of both hands, and this V that's created by the thumb and forefinger should point up to your back shoulder or your right shoulder. This allows for maximum flexibility in your wrists and forearms, and is going to really significantly lessen the amount that your ball slices or even contributes to a straight ball or a ball that hooks or goes a little right to left. Another big contributor to the slice is over here in the top right is your shoulders being open or pointed well to the left of your target. So you want to feel your left arm, your left elbow pulled in front of your body, and that will help to square your shoulders. And then lastly, as we swing the club back, we want to feel that our lower body, our hips and knees and feet are staying very stable as we swing the club back, and we want to feel that we rotate our torso over a stable lower body instead of sliding or moving our hips laterally as we swing the club back. So those are the three things that we can work on from this lesson. Also, please check the text of the email that I sent to you along with this video. There are some tips about alignment as well as some drills that are in that text, so don't skip over that. And if there are any questions or additional information or comments, please email info@fixyourgame.com. Thanks, Rob. Have a great day.